Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abon. Welcome back to Football Manager 2022 and local to global with Tonbridge Angels. We're taking on Dorking in today's video. It's our 6th game of the National League South, and for a side that is that I thought were going to be battling against relegation, we're doing a lot better. We're actually unbeaten so far. We got a really good point away from home on the first day of the season against Dartford, and we managed to pick up some wins off camera. We got some good points. We haven't lost yet. So hopefully with today's game, we can continue that unbeaten start. If you're enjoying the videos, drop a like down below and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. And the question of the day, it's a new year, it's 2022. So what are your New Year's resolutions? For me, it's about diet. It's about trying to eat better. That's like the thing I want to do this year. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss a single episode of Local to Global. Dorking today, let's jump into it. So yeah, last episode, like I said, good point away against Dartford. 2-2, came from behind twice. Courtney Watson and Tommy Wood with the goals. Really good point to start the season. Since we last met, we have played 4 more league games, and we also played our first FA Cup game. I'll have a look at those goals in a minute, but first of all, let's look at some new signings. So you've met Wester Stutey, our goalkeeper. You met Courtney Watson, who has a really good start for us, got 4 goals in 6 appearances. Let's see who else has joined us. So this is Brandon Channel, 19-year-old centre-back. A lot of these players are non-contracts because we don't really have enough money to be paying players. He did get sent off in the FA Cup game, which we'll see in a bit, but he looks like a solid defender. Again, a lot of these players are in on non-contracts just to try and make up some numbers and just give us, you know, those extra options in the situations where we get injuries or suspensions, because you know, there might not be amazing players, but I think just having players is going to be important for here. Bradley Webb is a left back. He's 20. He played 1 game for Gloucester last year, and again, non-contract, just to try and get us a bit of cover at left back, because I felt like we needed maybe 1 more player in there. And then our other 4 players are all midfielders. This is Jeff Rohanson. He's 21. Last played for Eastbourne Borough. His passing's not too bad. His first touch is good. His decision making's good. So he might get some games in midfield. Ben Clark is our only loan signing so far. He's joined us from the New Saints. Again, his passing and his first touch aren't too bad. He's got good vision as well. Finlay McNabb is on a non-contract. He last played for Leatherhead. Again, just trying to get some numbers in midfield because we only had 3 and we played with 3 midfielders. So we had no options to, you know, bring on in the case of, you know, tiredness or injury in midfield. And lastly, we've pulled him from the desk of talkSport. It's Jeremy O'Hara, 35 years old. He can't run anymore, but he can pass. His first touch actually isn't too bad. His mentals are fine. We're not going to demand too much from him physically, but as long as he can pass the ball, that's good enough for me. Jeremy O'Hara, we're taking him away from Jason Cundy. We're going to put him in with Ben Clark and with our midfielders, with Tom Beer. But we've had several players on trial over the past month or 2 just to try and get some knowledge of some players. We had a look at getting some in. We couldn't get the ones that we always wanted. But we've got a decent squad with some talent, and I think now we've done what we wanted to do. We've added some of those players in just to make up the numbers. I think we've done well. Dugloft with the corner kick, and it's Jamie Fielding with the header, and Tonbridge lead 1-0 in the 22nd minute. Jamie Fielding, the right back, with his first Tonbridge goal. Tom Parkinson to Tom Beer. Dugloft looking for Joe Turner and finds him. It's a good ball. Could be a chance to maybe double our lead here. 34 minutes gone. It's a good cross, and Watson at the far post with the volley. It's 2-0 in the 35th minute. The defending not good enough for Chelmsford, and Tonbridge lead 2-0. To Aluo. Out to Harrison, and it's James with the header, and it is in. It is 2-1. Chelmsford with the goal back in the 65th minute. There's Tanner on the ball for Ebbsfleet. Egan, and it's Julien Carré, and that is a phenomenal long-range strike. Julien Carré, a player that was on trial at Tonbridge, has actually scored against them. It's 1-0 Ebbsfleet inside 3 minutes. Bingham with their header, but gives the ball away. Dugloft to Courtney Watson. And a chance for Tonbridge to try and equalise here. It's Tommy Wood. He's beaten Fryer. No one's gone to the ball. Wood's had another go, and he equalises. Tommy Wood capitalising on the complete lapse in concentration in the Ebbsfleet defence and equalises. It's 1-1. Arthur Lee over the top for Smith-Joseph. And the ball in there, and it's Olatade. It's 1-0 Tonbridge, 63rd minute. Ibrahim Olatade with his first goal of the season in a strapped Tonbridge side that are, kind of tired, but it's 1-0. Owusu with the free kick here. And headed on goal, and it's hit the underside of the bar, and it's been cleared. Dougloft with the free kick. It's Joe Turner. And Turner all brought down by Tyler, and it's a penalty for Tonbridge. Turner won the penalty. He's going to take it as well. 90 seconds into the game, a chance for Tonbridge to get an early goal here. And it is 1-0. Joe Turner converts the penalty. It's a strong one. It's 1-0 Tonbridge inside 2 minutes. Courtney Watson. Watson gets it back from Tommy Wood. Tom Beers from a goal. Tom Beers scores. 2-0 Tonbridge. 40 minutes coming up. Tonbridge looking very strong here, and Tom Beer gets his first goal of the season. Early set piece in the second half here for Hungerford, and it's Kyle Bailey with a header. Hungerford with an early second half goal. It's 2-1. Tonbridge going to have to hold on now for 3 points. It's Greaves over the top for Meek. It's just got the keeper to beat, but it's been brought down by Bradley Webb. It's going to be a penalty here for Horsham in 18 minutes. And it's Chris Bloor taking the penalty for the home side, and the keeper's gone the wrong way. It's 1-0 Horsham, 18 minutes gone. Courtney Watson. He's been forced out wide here, but can he put the ball in there? He goes back to Jamie Fielding. Turner at the far post, but he doesn't get the header off. Still got the ball though. That's a good cross. Beer with a header, and Watson helps it on, and it's an equalising goal for Tonbridge. Watson with his third goal of the season. 25 minutes in, it's 1-1. Miles. Long ball finds Tommy Wood. It's Ben Clark. There's a great ball for Joe Turner. Turner with the keeper to beat. He does beat him, and Tonbridge turn it around. It's now 2-1. 33 minutes gone. Molyneux brought down by Brandon Chandler has already been booked, and it's a red card inside 40 minutes for the Angels. Watson with a switch for Joe Turner, and the 10 men are not backing down here. They're trying to kill this game off with a third goal, and they might do it here. It's Watson. It's 3-1. Watson with his second goal of the game, and his fourth of the season. The free agent becoming a really strong player in this Angels side. It's 3-1. So that win sent us through to the third qualifying round of the FA Cup. We've been drawn against Bowers and Pitsea, an Isthmian side. But really strong showing in the league so far. 5 games in, unbeaten, 3 wins and 2 draws. Really, really strong start. And I was really shocked by how well we've done. We sit in 8th place, 11 points from 5 games. Really, really strong start to the season. Hampton and Richmond unbeaten so far. We're unbeaten as well. But today we've got Dorking in our home game. Dorking find themselves in the bottom half of the table in 15th. 6 points from 6 games. Brandon Channel's red card in the cup sees him suspended for this game. But otherwise we have a clean bill of health. Of course, we started our tactic as a sort of route 1 style. We are still going sort of quite direct. We are still trying to work that ball into the box because we're not really having a lot of shots inside the box. So we're trying to do that just to try and get some more shots away. Arflee's going to rejoin Sonny Miles at centre-back with Channel suspended. Dougloft's going to go back into the midfield as well, where Jamie O'Hara's going to come out of the side. All right, 5 games into the season, we're unbeaten. We're on a really good run. Hopefully, we can keep it going. Although McManus with a big switch up to Fuller here for Dorking. And they have had, possession in these first 20 minutes. We haven't really seen anything yet, though. This is the first highlight we're seeing. And here's Harris. Here's Fuller. And Dorking looking to come forward here. And Jason Pryor has put Dorking in front. The away side take a 1-0 lead. 20 minutes gone. It's the first highlight. It's been a quiet game so far, but Dorking take a lead. It was Harris playing a part in the goal. Ball up to Fuller, Taylor with the assist, and Jason Pryor with the goal. 1-0 Dorking. Right, I'm going to bump it up to positive, try and get a bit more of the ball. And we're going to keep it direct. Let's bump that line of engagement up a bit and just drop that defensive line a bit maybe. All right, this hasn't really gone well so far. And it's obviously as soon as I turn the cameras on that we start playing badly. Because that's just always the way things go. Okay, half time. 1-0. Dorking's goal, the only notable highlight of the match. Need to do better. Right, we're not going to work it in. We're going to keep that direct style and go a lot more direct. We're going to try that route 1. It does work. Tighter marking on. We've got the defensive lines pretty normal. Let's put early crosses on. Let's try and get the ball to the target man, Tommy Wood, and go for a much better second half, hopefully. Let's fire them up. We're on positive. Let's try and improve. Here we go. Sonny Miles to Jamie Fielding. Here's Watson, been one of the form players so far. Loft to Wood. And he's gone back to the captain. And we start again, Fielding. Again, he's got Watson to his right, or we can go into the middle. Clark to Tom Beer. Loft. Turner. Turner's gone, he's gone for it. It wasn't terrible effort. Corner for Dorking. Harris with the ball. Oh, and it's cleared off the line by Jamie Fielding, saving the ball there. West Astute didn't get to it. And here's Barker to Harris. Here's McManus. And Dorking looking for that second goal to try and kill this game off. We're going to go attacking. It's a free kick now for Dorking with Taylor. And it's Barker with the header. 2-0 Dorking. The set piece paying off. And looks like we're going to have our first loss of the season, unfortunately. Free kick from Taylor. Barker beats the defender to the ball. It's Ben Clark who's challenging him. 2-0 Dorking. And we really haven't looked very good at all today. Bradley Webb's had a shocker at left back. Let's put Lee at left back. Let's bring on Harry Hudson. And let's also take off Turner. And bring on Ricky Modeste. Last 10 minutes, we've got to really pull something out of the bag to get a point here now and continue this unbeaten run. It doesn't look good. We really haven't looked at all good today. Not created a single thing. But Watson right there, he does. It's 2-1. We've got a goal back in the 82nd minute. It's Courtney Watson's 5th goal of the season. And then maybe a chance yet. 82nd minute. Harry Hudson's just come on from the bench. Ball up to Wood. Headed on. Courtney Watson gets there first. Great finish. It's 1-2. I just went no pressure. I just misclicked. Oopsie. Didn't want to do that. Right, Ben Clark's coming off. We're going to get a second striker up there. It's going to be Olatade. But I completely misclicked. And we've got... Well, there's still 3 minutes left. Modeste. It's Douglas with the long ball. And the goalkeeper's going to come out to collect that. And he's into the middle again. Header won by Sonny Miles. Here's Arthur Lee. Can we do a shout yet? No. Modeste to Wood. This would be a really good comeback if we can pull this out of the bag. But miscontrolled by Beer. And now it's Rutherford. Oh, and he's going to get to the ball. Get to the ball first. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, he's going to tap it in. It's 3-1. Rutherford got to the ball first. Just not enough pace in that defence. And I thought it was going to score there. He hits the post. But again, he's first to react. Our defenders are just too slow. And it's Dorking 3, Tonbridge 1. And 96 minutes have now been played. Just waiting for that full-time whistle now. Oh, and it was almost a fourth there. And this ball's still in play. Fuller and Moore. We don't deserve a 4-1 from this. We weren't great, but we don't deserve a 4-1. You definitely feel like, you know, you'll turn the game on one day and do great. And then the next day, your team will just absolutely shit the bed. And it's 4-1. Like, we don't deserve 4-1. We weren't great, but we don't deserve 4-1. Just one of those games. And Dorking the bottom half as well. We really, on paper, we shouldn't have lost that match. We're in form, and it just hasn't happened that way. It's just annoying. It might be to do with the defensive midfielder, because we know we've been using Tom Parkinson in there. He didn't play today, and he has actually been quite good. I think I've messed up, because I think this tactic, we should have had someone as a baller in there, or at least someone as a baller at all. Arguably, Parkinson should have played and maybe been that defensive midfielder, because I think these players here were just set to go forward too much, and we had no one protecting the back line. I think they just got eaten alive today. So I think that's my fault. I think as long as we can average over a point a game, I think we'll be enough to stay up. And at the moment, we're doing fine. 11 points from 6 games it's fine. We've got 3 wins out of 6. I'm happy with that. So let's have a look at what we have coming up then. Our next FA Cup game is our next fixture. Then we've got Maidstone in the Kent Derby. We're going to be at Gallagher Stadium for that. But we do face current leaders Hampton and Richmond at the end of October. So I think we will jump ahead to that game next episode. So we've got Bowers and Pitsea in the Cup, Maidstone, Eastbourne Borough, Bath and Havant and Waterlooville off camera. Next episode, we're going to travel to Hampton and Richmond, the current leaders, and see if we can get a point away from home there. They're the last remaining unbeaten side with 6 wins out of 7. So it's going to be a tough one, but hopefully we can go there and perform well. So it didn't quite go as I'd wanted today. I think it was kind of my fault. I think we committed too many players forward and our back line just got eaten alive, unfortunately. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then to subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss a single episode of Local to Global. Next episode, we're going to take on current leaders Hampton and Richmond. Hopefully pick up 1 or 2 more wins off camera. We've got some games against lower down sides, Bath and Eastbourne Borough. Hopefully we can win those games. Then we do have Maidstone who are 2nd and Havant and Waterlooville who are 3rd. So they might be some tough ones to get some results in. But, you know, we're still very early into the season. We're 6 games in. This table is going to look very different, I think, by the end of the season. I think it's going to be an interesting one. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.